Your Jeep has hidden screen features your dealer never showed you, and some of them can save you thousands or completely change how you drive. I'm talking about built-in trail cameras, secret menus, and systems that most owners never even touch. Today, we're uncovering 15 Jeep screen features, and number 1 is the one you'll wish you knew sooner. Number 15, the hidden Willys. Since 1941 Easter egg, meet the man your salesman never named. Michael Santoro lit the fuse on this whole tradition way back in 1997 while leading the TJ Wrangler redesign for the Chrysler design team. His art budget was thin, his deadlines tight, so he carved little jokes into the trim panels for fun. Spiders showed up molded into gas caps. Geckos appeared on dashboards. Flip-flops got pressed into Wrangler cowls. Tiny Bigfoot figures ended up tucked behind body panels where only mechanics would ever spot them. Jeep designers kept Santoro's prank alive on every model since. Want hard proof on your truck tonight? Walk to the back of a JL Wrangler and look under the rear power outlet. Morse code is molded straight into the plastic, and the dots and dashes spell the letters JL as a tribute to the original Willys MB built for World War II. Open the Off-Road Pages menu on your dashboard and watch the bottom edge of the screen. A tiny Jeep silhouette drives across the gauges while the boot animation flashes Willys since 1941 like an old wartime stamp. 28 years later, the prank still runs. Park that silhouette in the back of your mind. We loop back to it at number 1, and the connection lands hard. But what runs your Wrangler 21 miles down a forest trail without burning a single drop of gas? Number 14, the hybrid electric pages. On every 4xe model, 21 miles of pure electric range. The number lives on the hybrid electric pages tab built into every Wrangler 4xe and Grand Cherokee 4xe sold since 2021. Mounted under the back seat, the battery pack holds 17.3 kilowatt hours of juice. The drivetrain runs at 400 volts and pumps out 375 horsepower with 470 pound-feet of torque, beating most non-hybrid Wranglers off the line at a stoplight. Mopar wraps the whole pack in an 8-year, 100,000-mile warranty. The hybrid electric pages tab is where the wizardry hides. Tap into eSave mode, and you pick between battery save and battery charge. Battery save freezes the charge level at whatever you have right now. Battery charge tells the gas engine to top off the pack as you cruise the highway. Option 2 is gold for off-road weekends. Burn gas on the long highway haul to the trailhead, then crawl through the woods on silent electric power once your tires hit dirt. A 240-volt Level 2 charger at home tops the pack from empty in about 2 hours. Plug into a standard 120-volt outlet, and the same pack tops up overnight in roughly 12 hours instead. Your dealer skipped this whole tab in the demo, guaranteed. Cash saver number 1 sits at 14, because each electric mile is a mile of gas you never paid for. Run a 4xe daily on your commute, and the gas bill drops by half some months. But what saves your front bumper when your hood blocks the view of what is directly under it? Number 13, the TrailCam forward-facing camera with auto washer. Cresting a blind hill on a fire road, you see absolutely nothing past your hood. Your Jeep sees the whole picture for you. The middle slot of your 7-slot grille is not just a styling choice for airflow. A camera sits inside that slot. Jeep officially calls it the TrailCam, and the lens streams a wide-angle live view of whatever sits 2 to 10 feet straight off your front bumper. Climbing over a drop-off, you read the line before committing your front tires to the slope. Squeezing between 2 boulders on a tight pass, you see the gap before your fenders ever get there. Mud and snow are killers for any forward-facing camera. Jeep engineers thought about that one back in the design room. A small washer button on your screen sends a jet of cleaning fluid straight at the lens, clearing the gunk in 2 seconds. Chief engineer Pete Milosavlevsky pushed for the auto washer back in 2021, the same year the TrailCam first showed up on Wrangler Rubicon, Gladiator Rubicon, and Overland trims as a no-cost factory option. 2 taps deep in your map screen sits the icon, and most owners never tap it once. If your dealer never pointed at it, you got cheated outright on a feature that ships free. What feature on your Jeep makes a brand new Land Cruiser feel stuck a decade behind? Number 12, adventure guides and GPS trail logs. A 2024 Toyota Land Cruiser does not have this one. Your Jeep ships it from the factory at 0 extra cost. Tucked inside Uconnect on the Wrangler JL, Gladiator JT, and Grand Cherokee, you get a tab called Adventure Guides. Mopar insiders broke this in early 2024. Over 200 hand-curated guides, plus all 62 Badge of Honor trails shipped to your dashboard the day you drive off the lot. Trail descriptions get written by Jeep ambassadors who already drove the route last season. Difficulty ratings run on a 5-point scale from easy dirt road all the way up to winch required. Warnings about washouts, fallen trees, and water crossings come from drivers who ran the trail last weekend. The Badge of Honor trails are the headliners of the whole tab. Run all 62 of them across the country, and Jeep mails you actual physical metal badges to mount on your fender. Owners have been chasing the full set since 2014. Pre-download the whole map at home before leaving for the weekend. Pair the guides with GPS trail logs sitting right next to the menu, because your dash flips into recording mode the second your tires roll onto dirt. The system saves the whole drive as a breadcrumb file you can share with a buddy who wants to run the same line next month. Lose your phone signal 20 miles deep in a national forest, and the very next feature is the only thing standing between you and the long walk home. Number 11. Trails Off-Road, built right into navigation. Adventure Guides ships free, but Trails Off-Road is the paid upgrade that crushes it. Lose cell signal in a national forest, and most navigation apps die in your hand within 2 minutes. Trails Off-Road takes over right where your phone fails. The subscription runs about $90 a year, which works out to roughly $7.50 a month. Thousands of mapped trails across North America load straight to your dashboard on demand. Elevation profiles, GPS waypoints, and turn-by-turn breadcrumbs all show up on the screen and work like Google Maps for the woods. The real win comes after that. Once you cache the area at home over Wi-Fi, the whole thing runs offline on the trail without a cell tower nearby. $90 a year. Lost Driver Rescue runs $5,000 on a bad day. Dealer math is broken. Yours, when you do it right, is not. Some Detroit engineer chose your home screen layout for you. The very next feature lets you fire him on the spot. Number 10. The Customizable Widget Dashboard. Some engineer in Detroit set up your Uconnect home screen, and that engineer never met you a day in his life. Long press any widget and the thing pops free in your hand. Drag it where your eyes already drop on the road. Resize it bigger or smaller, depending on what you check most often. Pin a trip meter widget right above your steering wheel for quick fuel stop math. Park audio controls on the bottom row so a thumb taps them without looking down. Apple Insider broke down the 2023 Grand Cherokee menu and called it the most hands-on dashboard system inside any luxury SUV that whole model year. Each layout saves to your driver profile. 5 minutes of reshuffling tonight turns the truck into yours, not the dealer's. 90% of owners have never tried the swipe down gesture sitting 1 inch above their dashboard right now. Before we jump in, quick heads up. Most Jeep owners waste thousands on the wrong upgrades. If you want your Jeep to last 300,000 to 500,000 miles, I put together a simple guide called the 500,000 Mile Jeep Blueprint. It covers the exact habits that keep these engines running long term. Links in the description if you want it. Number 9. The swipe down shortcut menu almost nobody uses. Top edge of your screen. Drag your thumb straight down. A whole shortcut tray slides into view that most Jeep owners have never opened a single time. The tray hands you instant control over screen brightness, climate fan speed, audio source, and a one-tap audio profile picker that flips your sound from podcast mode to road trip bass. No deep menus to dig through, no back buttoning, no looking down for 10 seconds at 70 miles per hour. Engineers lifted the gesture from the Android phone playbook on purpose. Apple Insider noted Uconnect 5 borrowed the move from modern smartphones to cut driver distraction. One swipe and one tap, with your eyes back on the road in 2 seconds. What kills the charging cable hanging out of your center console for good? Number 8. wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Toss your USB-C cable in the glove box and forget about it. The 2023 Grand Cherokee was the first Jeep to ship wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto straight from the factory. Pair your phone over Bluetooth one time during setup, and the system locks your phone in for life after the handshake. Walk up to the truck. Drop your phone in the cup holder. Maps, music, and texts hit the screen the second you put the truck in drive. No cable to thread, no fraying connector, no charging port gummed up with crumbs and dust. Wireless charging pads sit right under most newer Jeep center consoles, too. The whole setup runs cleaner than the optional add-on package any dealer can sell you for $200 at signing. 2 of every 3 viewers will tap off this video in the next 90 seconds without subscribing. Do not be one of them. The biggest features in the countdown sit at numbers 2 and 1. Number 1 is the Screen Jeep, designed before any other automaker even tried to copy it. Tap subscribe with one finger right now. New Jeep deep dives drop on this channel weekly. Now back to 7 on the countdown. Number 7, up to 5 driver profiles with auto switch. Walk up to your Jeep tonight and climb in behind the wheel. Your seat slides to your spot. Mirrors swing to your eyeline. The steering column telescopes out to your reach. Your radio presets load on their own. Last climate setting clicks back on without a tap. You touched nothing on the dashboard, but the truck did all of that on its own in 3 seconds. Uconnect supports 5 driver profiles total. Each profile ties to a specific key fob. Walk up with fob A, the truck reads the signal and pulls profile A. Your spouse walks up with fob B, and the rig reshapes itself for them in 2 seconds. Each profile saves your seat position and mirror angles. Steering column reach gets locked in too. Climate temperature, fan speed, and audio source all save automatically. Even your last navigation history and favorite radio stations come back the second your fob hits the door handle. Add the kid as a learner permit driver with a softer throttle map. Save a friend's profile for the buddy who borrows the rig once a month. Build a valet profile that locks out radio favorites entirely. Skip this whole profile setup, and your morning commute starts with 30 seconds of seat shimmying every time the kid drove the rig last night. Stuck in a 3,000 car mall lot with no idea where you parked? Number 6 finds your Jeep in 3 seconds. Number 6, the vehicle finder inside the Jeep app. Mall parking lot on a Saturday afternoon. 3,000 cars stacked in a grid that runs half a mile across. You step out of Macy's holding 2 big shopping bags, and you cannot remember which row your Jeep is parked in to save your life. Pull out your phone. Open the Jeep app and tap Vehicle Finder at the top of the screen. A map zooms straight to your truck's exact spot, down to the parking space. One button flashes the headlights from across the lot. The second button honks the horn for 2 short blasts. This whole feature ships free on every connected Jeep model. Total no-cost feature in your Uconnect plan. Your dealer pretends it costs extra, so the protection package looks worth $2,000 at signing. The same app shows fuel level, tire pressure on each corner, oil life percentage, and battery voltage from your couch. You know if the rig is ready to roll before you put your boots on. Wonder where your teenager drives at 11 p.m. tonight? Number 5 buzzes your phone the moment the wheels turn. Number 5, family drive alerts for teens and valets. Hand your teenager the keys for the very first time tonight, and your phone pings the second the truck crosses a virtual fence around your block. 4 flavors of family drive alerts rolled out across the Jeep lineup back in 2018. Boundary alerts notify you the moment the truck leaves a geo-fenced zone you set on a map. Curfew alerts ping your phone if the rig moves after a specific hour. Speed alerts fire off the second the speedometer crosses any number you punched in. Valet alerts put a hard cap on how far the truck can drive and how fast it can go. Set the curfew at 11 p.m. tonight. Your kid pulls out of a friend's driveway at 11:47 p.m., and your phone buzzes the same second the wheels turn. Or set valet mode at the steakhouse before tossing the fob to the kid in the red vest. Your Wrangler will not break 25 miles per hour, and the truck will not wander more than a quarter mile from the front door. This one alone replaces a $1,000 tracker some parents pay for every year. What turns your back row into a Netflix lounge 20 miles from the nearest cell tower? Number 4, the built-in 4G Wi-Fi hotspot for 8 devices. Your Jeep doubles as a Wi-Fi router on every trip. Up to 8 devices can ride along on a single signal at once. Take a family road trip across 3 states next weekend. 2 kids on tablets in row 2 streaming cartoons back to back. A laptop streaming a movie in row 3 for grandma. Mom on a work video call up front with full audio quality. A backup phone tethered just in case the home Wi-Fi craps out later. Your truck handles all of that data traffic without choking on it once. Pay a monthly subscription fee through Uconnect, and the 4G LTE signal pours into the cabin from a roof-mounted antenna at speeds rivaling your home internet line. A long drive turns into a rolling office. The camping trip turns into a backwoods base camp with Wi-Fi. That kid stuck in the back seat turns into a quiet kid because Netflix works in the middle of nowhere. Cash saver number 2 lands at 4, because you stopped paying $10 a day for hotel Wi-Fi when the truck became the Wi-Fi. 6 words spoken from your kitchen counter start your Jeep in 12-degree weather. Number 3 is how. Number 3, Alexa built in 2 different ways. Your kitchen counter on a freezing January morning. Coffee brews in the pot beside you. Your Jeep sits parked outside in 12-degree weather under a layer of frost. 6 words out loud to your Echo speaker, and the engine fires up in the driveway. Newer Uconnect 5 nav systems ship with Amazon Alexa baked straight into the dashboard hardware. No add-ons to install at the dealer counter. No phone tethering needed in the driveway. Jeep Canada's voice command page laid the whole flow out on one easy-read screen. The 2-way trick is where the feature pays for itself every winter. Turn on the Alexa skill inside your Amazon app at home one time, and the dashboard answers your voice from any room. From your kitchen, you say, "Alexa, ask Uconnect to start my Jeep Wrangler." The engine cranks before your coffee finishes brewing. Lock the doors from your couch. Send a destination from your phone to the dashboard before walking outside. Crank the heater up to 78 degrees 5 minutes before you walk to the driveway. Every command runs both directions between dashboard and cloud, so you stop digging for the key fob in your pocket each morning. What gives you a stadium camera view of your truck while you squeeze between 2 new Audis? Number 2, the 360-degree surround view camera. Squeezing your Wrangler into a parallel parking spot between 2 new Audis, your screen flips into a stitched top-down composite of the whole truck from 4 corners at once. 4 cameras pull this trick off the second you shift into reverse. 1 sits in the front grille. 2 more mount under the side mirrors. The 4th tucks under the tailgate handle. Software inside the Uconnect chip stitches all 4 feeds into one bird's-eye image of your Jeep on the dashboard. The 360-degree surround view ships standard on Grand Cherokee, newer Wrangler trims, and the entire Wagoneer family. Off the trail, the same view tracks the rocks pinching your tires from both sides at once. Inside a tight garage, the view stops you cold from clipping a kid's bike that fell over since this morning while everyone was asleep. Now buckle in for the marquee feature. The screen Jeep designed back in 2014, the one every off-road brand has chased for over a decade, sits at number 1. Number 1, the off-road pages with live pitch, roll, and altitude. This is the screen Jeep built for the 2014 Grand Cherokee Trailhawk. The bar got set so high that decade that every other off-road brand has been chasing the design ever since. The screen now ships on the Wrangler JL, Gladiator JT, and Grand Cherokee equipped with Uconnect 4C Plus and up. Live readouts on the screen include pitch angle, roll angle, and live altitude all on one page. The pitch gauge tells you the exact slope of the hill under your tires as you climb it. Roll gauge readings warn you when the truck is sliding sideways toward a tip-over moment. Altitude tells you how high you climb since leaving the trailhead. Auxiliary gauges sit alongside the big 3. Coolant temperature reads live. Battery voltage updates every second. Transfer case mode flashes across the bottom in plain text. The whole drivetrain reports straight to your face as you crawl through rocks. And right at the bottom edge of the screen, that tiny Willys silhouette drives across the gauges as a tribute to the original Jeep built for the war effort in 1941. Off-road drivers used to pay $400 for an aftermarket inclinometer that did one job and one job only. Cash saver number 3 lands right on the marquee feature, because your Jeep ships the whole gauge cluster from the factory at 0 cost. Your dealer never demoed a single second of this on the showroom floor. That tiny silhouette ties straight back to where this whole video started. Michael Santoro's 1997 Easter egg, hidden across every Jeep design since the TJ Wrangler, drives across your off-road pages every time you flip the truck into off-road mode. 28 years of work from one engineer with 0 credit on a single ad sheet. 3 cash savers, 1 lost art piece, and 11 features your dealer never bothered to mention. Tap subscribe with one finger before that little silhouette drives off your screen. Tonight, you walk to your driveway knowing more about your dashboard than the salesman who sold you the rig. Did any of these features surprise you, or were you already using some of them without realizing it? Drop it in the comments, I read every one. If you want to avoid the mistakes most Jeep owners make, hit subscribe. And if you're upgrading your Jeep next, click the video on your screen right now. It'll save you thousands. See you there.